Yo, episode 2, we're back. Chad the Dad with my guy Pete Rock. Pete, what's going on?
Nothing. World's number one. Chad, how you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm hanging in there. I just wanted to wish you a happy National Waffle Iron Day.
Ooh,
You know
I
that was
celebrated. I celebrated early. I
you
celebrated
did?
early on Sunday. Yeah, yeah. So went to Waffle House, believe it or not, impromptu trip. A lot of fun. I mean, I could take 30 minutes talking about that, man. Yeah, no, I mean, just living in the effing lap of laundry or over here, bro. Just doing my thing. I'm winding down after the weekend. Um, Hanging out with you. What's going on with you, man?
How much, man? Just living the unemployed dream right now, living life. Just thankful for another day, man. Just enjoying the World Cup as usual and basing my day around these soccer games has been fantastic. It is National Waffle Iron Day, though. I did learn that today, and the waffle iron's been around since the 1400s, which is just incredible. Um,
So
see,
it's not National Waffle Day. It's National Waffle Iron Day.
yeah, sorry,
Got it.
apologize if
Got it.
there's confusion there. Waffle Iron Day, and yeah, it's
Mhm.
been a patent in the U.S. since 1869. I did not know people were eating waffles that long ago.
Oh, what a year, dude! I remember that year. You remember?
Yeah, man.
Roller
So,
skates came out. It was so cool. How do I sound? Julia told me to get real, get in there. She told me to get real in there. So
yeah,
I
that
just
should
want to make
be.
sure I sound better this time around. So
No, you know how to get
um,
right in there, man. You should. That
no,
comes with
I think
comes with it, man. Now let's jump into I get a little excited about this all the time, but jumping over to our sports corner, uh, we've had a few people comment on our AI created baseball that we weren't going to mention, but we
yes.
mentioned it. So please,
Somebody commented on it.
I mean, we've had a few people maybe notice that
How do
there
I see
is
that?
baseball that has a lot of
I
let's
said keep
just
it.
say laces for those who may be listening only. It's got a lot of laces that don't quite align with your traditional baseball, I guess you could
Could be a
say.
banana ball. I'm not sure.
Did not notice. Obviously, a lot of our graphics are AI because we're not, uh, you know, visual editors.
We don't
Um,
know what we're doing. Flying by the seat
but
of our pants,
yeah,
baby.
but hey, we're getting it done. But sports corner. So I mean, I guess the big thing I saw today was how about Paraguay knocking out Germany out of the World Cup today. So all of those, lack of a better word, haters on the United States for beating Paraguay 4-1 and saying we beat up on a soft team, which I was adamantly disagreeing with. That first half was the best half maybe in the history of USA soccer when we scored 3 goals on an extremely hard defense. They beat Germany today. It did go to penalty kicks. It was a very close game. There may be even a questionable call on a German goal late, but Germany is going home and Paraguay is moving on. So, uh, pretty big
That
shocker
was
in the third game of the knockout stage of this World Cup so far.
that was a wild game to
Uh,
watch.
it was a wild
Yep.
game. I mean, all the games have been wild. I mean, the other 2 games were within seconds of going to extra time as well. Canada getting a goal past the 90-minute mark. And then earlier today, you saw Brazil. I was very big on the Japan team as well. And you hated to see those teams play in the round of 32, kind of like the game we're
Yeah.
about to start here shortly with Morocco and Netherlands. You're number 6 versus number 7 in the world about to play each other in the first round of the knockout stage. So
Yeah.
looking forward to watching that game, but the World Cup just never disappoints. So you've had 3 knockout games. You've had penalty kick shootout in 2 games that had goals past the 90th minute in stoppage time.
What
Um,
did they do before, man? Like, that goal that was called back on Germany, that header at the very end, man.
mhm.
How would have never, like, if we're talking 20 years ago, that's not getting overturned, right? Like, that's a goal, game
I
over.
wouldn't think so. I mean, certainly questionable. I mean, I do think there was a little bit of interference personally, but I could see that. But yeah, I mean, this replay, I mean, even some of these offsides calls, they have it down to the millimeter of a second
Oh
of
my
where a
gosh,
guy's
it's so
toenail is. I think it was a
freaking wild,
toenail
dude.
offsides the other day. I mean, shout out to the technology, but to your point, 20 years ago, we'd have been like, yep, that's a goal. Like, I mean, there were
Yeah.
just, the referee missed it.
What are you
Sorry
gonna do?
about your luck. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's been wild, man. I can't wait to see the USA. Obviously, we're huge favorites in Bosnia here coming up Wednesday.
Yeah.
Can't wait for this game. I mean, I'm so excited. It's
I'm
um,
pretty pumped too.
But other thing, obviously, with Sports Corner being sponsored by Raleighwood Hobby, just wanted to talk about the weekend a little bit. So, Pete, I took the kids one at a time because I'm not a crazy maniac. I'm not taking both of my kids places if I can avoid it. Sometimes I don't have a choice. You don't have a choice sometimes.
I take them all the time, everywhere.
But we went. We had the North Carolina's Collectors Convention here in Raleigh this weekend. So not only just sports cards, which I love to talk about, but also antique toys. My daughter got an USA teeny beanie baby out of a McDonald's Happy Meal from 1999 that she's now carrying around with her.
Nice.
Got that for $5. Great steal. She was real fired up about it. But I took her out there on Saturday, bounced around, saw a lot of people from the town, the hobby, some of the local card stores that I frequent often. So it was an awesome event. And then I took my son back on Sunday for a little longer extended stay. He can probably stick around. They bamboozled me for way too many Pokemon cards. But I load up some stuff for Raleighwood Hobby myself. I think I had a nice score. I came back with, I got cards for days, man. So we had a good run, man. It was an awesome event. I was 400 vendors. One of the biggest shows, I think, in the whole state, and certainly that I've been to this year. I know there's been some big ones in Charlotte, but no, it was a great event. Do always bring one card to kind of show off. So let's see if you know this gentleman today, Pete. This was probably my favorite card I picked up. I think it might have been the most expensive one I got. But you got the defending MVP of the National Football League.
Okay.
Mr. Matthew Stafford.
Heard of him.
I love these cards. These are called short print. That means they're not necessarily numbered, but they're considered a case hit. So if you bought 12 boxes of cards, like a whole case of cards, you would lucky to get one of these in that case. So they call it a case hit. It's a Downtown by Panini Don Russ. So really cool how they do the artwork behind them of the city they play in. These cards are just the most liquid cards on the market. So I did pick up a PSA 10 of Matthew Stafford. Coming off an MVP, for sure Hall of Famer. Was excited to pick that one up. Got another Downtown of Puka. It was only a PSA.
I love Matthew Stafford. I feel like he's a timeless guy. He's not aging. I like him because he's Clayton Kershaw's best friend, and I'm a huge, big Clayton Kershaw guy. I like Matthew Stafford, man. I love to see that old dude get it, like winning the MVP late, man. I love that, dude. Keep it up. I also had a similar situation this weekend.
Yeah.
My neighbor Jimmy, he brought over some baseball cards he found, I think, in his attic. They were pretty damp, but I got the best neighbor ever, and he saw that you were doing cards, so he brought me over all these cards from the 60s and 70s, man.
Love that.
So yeah, I got to sift through them. I got to let them dry out a little bit, but hey, cards are cards, right? No.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, you never know, though. There's always a needle in a haystack. So, hey, I'm happy to help you go through.
I'm going to go through.
I just did the same thing with one of my friends. Shout out B. Cole. Came over there today, brought a shoebox. Actually, it was a briefcase. He brought a briefcase of cards over. They were just all over the place. A couple of them were bent up. A couple of them were in good shape. We pulled a couple to see if we could make a few bucks for them. But, man, I love going through the childhood collections. Also, always buying collections.
Coming over was it a hardcover briefcase?
Bro, it was like a leather 1980s. I'm going to work briefcase, and I guess that's what he always carried his cards with as a kid. He's about the same age as us, right? Probably a little younger.
Pulp Fiction type briefcase?
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
Or Snatch type briefcase.
Oh, good call.
Remember that one?
I do remember that. Great movie.
Yeah.
But no, he brought that over. It was just fun. Like I said, also always buying collections. If anyone's listening, they're like, I want to go through this or sell a collection, call me up. Let me know. Always happy to do that. That's it's just a blast. Even if the cards aren't worth nothing, I'll sit there for 2 hours and go through these old cards from the 80s, 90s, 60s, 70s. It sounds like that might even be more fun. So
yeah, come on. I'll wait.
Love it. I love it. So Pete, I know we've kind of bounced around this. We've talked about it, but what's trending? I got a doozy for us today that I can't wait to
Cut me up, man. Cut me up. I need
I don't know
I
if
need
you've
some.
seen this story yet, but it is cracking me up. And I'm going to share the headline here. Let's see here. Let's see if you know why. So I don't know if you're familiar with Noah Kahan, one of my favorite singers. I'm actually going to see him at Carter Finley here at NC State on July 25th. But he has had to ask his concert goers to swear that they will not shit their pants and put it on the floor after an apparent incident. Have you heard about this in the Philadelphia show?
No, I have not. I don't like that they use it. I don't like they use the term fecal incident, man. It's was a Philadelphia show, so it doesn't.
So one, no one's surprised that this happened in Philadelphia. I probably could have just bleeped that out, and I think we would have all understood that this obviously happened in Philadelphia. But what my understanding is, there was a young lady. I don't know if she's young. Actually, I think she might have been 29ish. But she decided that she didn't want to miss any of the concert. She didn't want to, a lot of good songs. Noah Kahan, one of my favorites. Understand that she decided to take a big poop. I guess it just kind of took it out from underneath the pants or the skirt, whatever. I'm not exactly sure which garment she was wearing. Drops it on the ground, tries to move it away from her with her shoe, which obviously
I think it's not hers. It's not mine. That is not my brand. It's a huge
poop smear on the ground, is my understanding. So he.
What kind of shoes was she wearing?
I don't know, man.
You think she would have been dressed to impress here? Like,
I would assume so. But yeah, so he had to come out and said, for dear God, and it was a pretty funny reaction on his part. He had to come out and just ask people, please don't shit their pants, and put it on the floor, because that's just not really how we're trying to vibe. And hopefully no one does that when I go to Carter Finley Stadium in about a month from now. Do you know who Noah Kahan is?
No. He went up and he was like, he was standing in front of everybody and said, please don't shit your pants. And
well, he said that after it went a little viral, and he came out after the fact and just said, hey,
but if you're going to shit your pants,
yeah,
that's a toss up. Just do not put it on the floor.
Yeah,
I get it.
Shit your pants. You can shit your pants. I don't think there's any rules against shitting the pants. I don't think that was the problem as much as removing shit from said pants, sliding it on the floor, and then trying to move it over with the
dude. Just tuck a plastic bag into your, what do they call them?
Or
pocketbooks.
Maybe just go to the bathroom. I don't know. I've been to a lot of concerts. I'm pretty sure I can normally hear kind of the music. I mean, I guess.
Tell me who he is. I mean, who is he? Because I mean, I don't know if I would. I might want to stay.
So Noah Kahan is low key one of my inspirations for this entire show, and the reason is, I think I might have told you this briefly before, but during COVID, he created a verse to a song. It ended up going very viral on TikTok. Right around COVID, everyone was like, man, you have to release this song. And he's like, well, it wasn't really a song. It was just me singing just like one verse. Well, he ended up creating this song, which then later became Stick Season, which most people probably know that song. And if you don't know it, look it up. You've probably heard it. But it's called Stick Season.
Stick Season?
Yeah. Now, I think that was the name of his first album as well, but absolutely blew up. He's from the Boston area. He sold out Fenway Park multiple times. But why he's kind of my inspiration for this is the one thing I've learned from him is he put himself out there. He took a chance. He put a verse that he was just singing. We were all sitting at home during COVID doing nothing. Thing just took off. He finished the song, created a whole album. I mean, I'm pretty sure he won multiple Grammys on that album. And now he's just, touring the world, living his best life 6 years later.
TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, it all started on TikTok for him. I believe it went viral, I think, multiple places. But I mean, since then, like I said, he just recently dropped his fourth album, I believe it is, third or fourth.
Wow.
Incredible singer. I'm trying to think of what I would compare his style of music would be. I keep thinking like a Mumford & Sons, maybe a Dave Matthews. Not really Dave Matthews. Great comparison. Maybe more Mumford-ish.
Mumford-ish.
But just amazing. I can't wait to see him live, and I'm hoping no one's going to shit on the floor and smear it all over the place. I mean, that's just
you don't want to do that because that story's already been told. It's not going to make you.
I know it's not even cool anymore. Just like another guy shit on the floor.
You got to do something. Just the whole shit thing. Just stop.
I know. I mean, just go to the bathroom, people.
Use the restroom. Use the restroom. maybe not Mexican before we go out to the. Maybe we grab a late night bite.
Something else you should avoid before concerts that my wife learned the hard way. Do not do oyster shooters while in Las Vegas before a Bruno Mars concert.
Okay,
Because
Bruno Mars.
there's a few reasons behind this.
Okay.
One, Bruno Mars, especially in Las Vegas, makes you have a yonder pouch. Do you know what a yonder pouch is?
A yonder patch?
Pouch.
Yonder pouch.
This is a pouch that you put your cell phone into when you walk into the concert, and then they lock it. And you have the pouch with you. You carry it. It looks like a pocket. And you got your phone down in there.
Yeah.
But they put those in there, and a lot of comedians do it as well. Kevin Hart has done that in Raleigh both times. I think I've seen him because, again, the goal is not to record that. But I would tell you one thing. First of all, going back on the pouches, it's one of the most incredible things. Be it a concert or even a comedy show, but I think it's more powerful at a concert, and no one can film things with their phone, and I'm guilty of it too. I love filming concerts, and I do mostly watch it again. But to be able to experience a concert without people recording everything on their cell phone is by far one of my favorite experiences in 2026.
Yeah.
But if your wife decides that she wants to have oyster shooters before the Bruno Mars concert, and then she has to go to the back and gets food poisoning, having your phone locked in a pouch with loud music playing is not the greatest strategy for that. So she had to make her way back into the Las Vegas Coliseum. I believe it. No, where was it?
Sounds like a bad trip. Sounds like a bad trip.
And then she had to come get me to tell me that she had been throwing up profusely, and then we had to leave. So luckily, the concert was kind of winding down, so we got the heck out of there. Next thing you know, we're walking back to Caesar's Palace. My wife is in the bushes at Caesar Palace, throwing up. Looks like probably every girl that comes to Vegas, but legit reasons in this case. But yeah, it was an interesting evening. Did not ruin the total trip, but it was an interesting evening. So
wow. Yeah, Bruno Mars. Never seen him in concert, but he's been behind my bar before, making people drinks before.
That's a great story that we need to hear.
Yeah. It's happened a few times, man. Not just him, just like celebrities or mascots coming back behind the bar. But yeah, man, don't do oyster shooters before a concert.
There's probably a few things you should avoid before a concert. I think maybe you just keep it real simple before you head on over. But yeah, write that one down.
I got it. Oyster shooters. Okay. Because I mean, if you're back in the hotel room, dude, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it afterwards. And honestly, I do love oyster shooters, and I think I don't know if it was the mixture of beverages with the oyster shooter. Was it the other food? Was it that I didn't have an oyster shooter? I felt fine, but we shared almost every other plate. I was like, oyster shooter for a concert does not sound amazing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, that's just a couple things. So, the moral of the story is, maybe watch what you eat before you go to the concert. We'll leave that. You don't want to overeat, maybe, or overdrink. I mean, both are just terrible situations. I got a lot of stories of both. We'll get into
Just be careful what you're ingesting.
Yeah.
Food,
exactly.
Alcohol.
Could be drugs.
Lord knows.
Lord knows.
Know what you're doing.
No, I think with that, though, I mean, I love the what's trending. We're going to keep coming up with more stories, more topics to talk about. I think, like I said, that'll keep transitioning. But I think with that, Pete,
keep me off the internet.
Oh yeah, you don't have to. We're going to bring the internet to
my fix. I'm going on less and less. Like I'm just like I'll find out from Rachel.
Yeah. No, send us more topics, and we'll keep talking about it. But that being said, I want to wrap things up. I mean, again, episode 2, I want to say again, thank you to everyone who's been so impactful. The feedback, keep it coming. The good, the bad, the ugly. We love to hear it. I mean, we like I said, we don't know what we're doing. We're learning every day. Just like being a dad, as podcasters, we want to get better every single day. We're going to keep working through this. I love talking to my guy Pete Rock. We could do this every freaking day of the week, 365 days. It would never get old. So if you're having fun, listen to us. We appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Pete, you want to say it?
Please like and subscribe.
Perfect. Because we'd love to hear from you all. A lot of great comments. Pete, anything you want to say?
Shout out to
wrap things up.
Man. Just want to holler at my buddy Lee. Sent me a picture of him and his boy. He bought a bottle of Willie's after I was kind of sipping on it last week. And fun fact about Willie Nelson, by the way, he is my spirit animal, not just because I choose him to be, but I was chosen to be his. I was born on his bicentennial, on his 50th birthday. So we're linked forever. And just wanted to say that. So that's why I like one of his songs on, YouTube Music. But I'm a big fan. Love the way he lives. Love what he's about. Going into the 4th of July, just want to say happy 250th, America.
America.
It was Thomas Jefferson, I believe. A pretty well-off white man from Virginia said all men are created equal, and we all have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I think that's the way it should be. And let's keep it that way. Let's make this country great. And until next time.
I love it. And kind of our slogan again, dads, brothers, friends, community, better every day. We're going to keep living that. Thank you again for listening. If you got episode 0, 1, if you haven't got to those, go back and listen to them. Tell us what we're doing right and wrong. Like I said, we'd love to hear it. With that, we'll sign off today. Looking forward to chatting with you guys again soon.
Mad love, guys.